stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
Going to start off with a quick statement. Just a quick note that Zach Denny had 8 steals today, which tied the program record. Oh.
Great. Congratulations to Zach Denny on his 8 steals for tying the program record. I think he actually tied me. I'm not 100% sure, but no, I'm just playing. I'm happy with the guys. I'm happy with our performance. Thought we sustained it for 40 minutes, and we're getting better. And that's the whole key, is getting ready for MAC play. All these games are preparing us for MAC play. We got Eastern, who plays zone the whole game, so this was a perfect game for us just to see how we can, go against Eastern's zone, which is bigger and, much longer and much more athleticism in that zone. So we got to do a much better job, but this was great prep for us, and, hopefully we'll be ready when we go against Eastern.
If you would not mind, take us into the locker room at halftime. You've got a bunch of turnovers. It was double-digit turnovers. You're 1 of 14, I believe, on threes, and you're up double digits in points. I mean, when you're in the locker room, what was your reaction? I mean, those two are obviously not, they're bad, but you're still up by double digits.
Locker room was very calm, very happy with how hard we played. The turnovers we can clean up. Fellas, we can clean up the turnovers. We're making mistakes by not being in our spots and being where we're supposed to be against the press. We got to get to our spots, make sure we flash. If your man leaves you, flash. And that's what we had. And that was easy to clean up. That was an easy fix right there. Shots are going to fall. Second half, we're going to take the same shots. We're going to get good looks. We got to get into the offense quicker. Can't take as much time to get into the offense, and now we're shooting with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. That's not what I want. So we got to sprint to where we need to go. We're going to change up the offense. We're going to run a little bit quicker, hits, and that's what we did. We just ran it a little quicker, and then they went to man-to-man, and then we ran back to what we do, and that was that. So that was the locker room speech at halftime that I gave the guys, and everything was really calm, and they were ready and focused in on what we need to do in the second half.
So the sense is, I mean, obviously you're not happy with the big turnover margin and struggling to shoot threes, but it's stuff that can be fixed, and so
Right.
let's just move ahead.
Biggest thing for me was keeping them loose. If I'm in there yelling and screaming, now they get tight, and then they come out in the second half, and now they're tight and playing and scared to move the ball and scared to do anything because I just went on a rant. It was more, let me calm them down, get their nerves in order, and we'll go from there. So the main thing was, Zach Denny, those guys, the shots are going to fall. You know what I mean? You're going to have opportunities in the second half. Just be confident. Make sure you knock them down. We went over these shots in the zone. We went over these shots. The same looks that we went over is the exact same shots you guys are getting. So we'll knock them down in the second half. And Dylan Frog did a good job of coming out off the bench and knocking down some shots and giving us a boost.
That was one thing, when you first made the subs, you guys were behind, but Dylan, when he came in, and I think Fox kind of sparked, they gave you guys a little spark there too, didn't they, in the first half?
They gave us a big spark. Dylan was able to come in and knock down shots and be confident, and we can't just shoot threes against the zone. We got to be able to attack it from inside as well. So Dylan was able to attack it on the drives, get some layups, get some easy ones, get some transition stuff, and that helped carry him over into the second half, and he played really well in the second half. So Fox was really good. Fox is Mr. Reliable. I mean, he can go and play multiple positions for us, and came in and hit some big shots, defended well. I was more impressed with his defense than the 18 points that he scored on offense. So he did a tremendous job on the defensive end.
Yeah, about 4 inches
4 inches taller. This is the second time that it's going to be a mismatch for him pretty much every time on that end. But the thing with us on that, they have to guard him on the other side. So if we're giving up a 2 to get a 3 from Fox, then I'll take that any day.
When you talk about their turnovers, was that something that you did in particular, you as a team, or I know obviously a bunch of steals for Zach. What was the cause for those?
Some of them was the trap that we put on, and a lot was just the pressure that we had on the ball. We did a great job of pressuring the ball, knowing that they were a driving team, that they wanted to drive more than they wanted to shoot threes. And when you have that in the back of your mind, Zach was able to understand that and read. A lot of those steals were right off the man. So he did a great job on the defensive end, was locked in. We told him that Kinley was 20th and the 18th in the nation in shots attempted, and he was going to get his look. So you got to do a great job. And actually, he did a great job of making him take 21 shots. So it was 21 tough shots that he had to go after, and we did a good job on him.
Pardon my ignorance here, you said that a lot of the steals were right off the man. What is that?
Guarding the man individually, you had the ball, and I stole the ball from you. So that was man-to-man defense, and he took pride in his man-to-man defense and stealing the ball off the man who had the ball. So that was the difference. And, you know, a lot of times you get your steals off a help side. We trap them, the ball is in the air, you come out of nowhere and steal it, and Zach stole it off of you dribbling. So did a great job without fouling. So that was the key for him, was not fouling. And he's tops on our team in defending without fouling. So I didn't hesitate to put him on Kinley to start.
And we've talked about it several times now. You guys are killing it on the boards. I mean, I know it's an everyman job. Will you talk about some of these everymen who are, you know, Zach Denny was 7. I mean, that's almost a triple-double.
We're taking pride in our defense now and understanding our individual defense, but also our help side defense. And like I said, it was a process. It's a process, and we still got work to do. We still got ways to go, but I like the direction we're heading in. And defensively is just boxing out, making sure you have a man, and I hold them accountable. I'll watch the tape right now. I'll go back and watch this tape and look at it and see who missed blockouts, and we'll address it tomorrow when we practice tomorrow. So we hold them accountable on the defensive end, and especially on the rebounding. If missing blockouts we can't have that, because we're not the biggest team. So we have to block out every single time and go after rebounds, and doing a tremendous job now. We got to keep it going.
You mentioned you were calm at halftime,
Yes.
and they responded with, I think, 12 to 6 start, second half. So you were probably happy to see that. They didn't just sit on what happened in the first half. They came out to play again in the second half.
Right, but they react to me and what I do. So if I'm out of control, they're pretty much going to be out of control. If I'm calm and cool, they'll be calm and cool. And that's how I want to approach the game for those guys, to keep them calm and keep them positive, always clapping for those guys no matter what the situations is, and always learning and teaching, you know, and that's the thing that we do. Something happens, I always talk to the bench and try to tell them what just happened and explain to them what I saw, so we don't make the same mistake, and I don't have to burn the timeout in order to let it be known. So they did a great job of responding. We're in a good place right now, and we want to stay there for a long time.